Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Christine reflected on her past with Kody and claimed it was no wonder that she felt constantly insecure around her ex, while her current husband David Woolley termed Kody's actions really shallow. According to his ex Christine Brown, Kody Brown had expectations for his wife's beauty that he expected to be met. Christine embarked on a cross-country road journey with husband David Woolley on the April 20th mid-season premiere of TLC's Sister Wives to assist Janelle Brown with her move to North Carolina, where the 55-year-old will now live alongside daughter Madison Maddie Brush. Christine, 53, and David discussed the underlying expectations Kody, 56, formerly held for herself and fellow sister wives Janelle, Mary Brown, and Robyn Brown while driving. He enjoyed cosmetics. It was as if you had to always look nice, Christine explained. We'd go camping and Janelle and I would be sitting there busting our butts getting breakfast made, cleaning up the mess, and honestly, Robyn would be doing her makeup forever and doing our kids' hair and doing her hair and making sure everybody looked good. Sister wives Mary Brown and BFF Jen agree on what caused the end of Robyn's friendship, exclusive. And then Kody would sit there and compliment them on how they looked after we'd sweated and worked so hard to prepare the dinner and clean up the campsite. I think it's probably why I hated camping so much, she said. Christine, who was the first to leave Kody in 2021 before Janelle and Mary followed, told David that this had happened so many times in my marriage. To that, David said that Kody's behavior was really shallow. Looking back, Janelle said to the cameras that Christine was very upset about the whole situation where Robyn was off doing her makeup, whatever. The People app is now available on the Apple App Store. Download it now to get the most binge-worthy celebrity content, exclusive video clips, astrology updates, and more. Janelle, on the other hand, had a different perspective, saying, I was just like, yes, it's irritating, but I'm going to still have fun here. Meanwhile, Robyn had a different perspective on that particular camping circumstance. The one time we went camping, I was 6 months pregnant, and I got sick a lot, she admitted in a confessional. Sister wives Kody Brown shares his only regret about the state of his family, and his hope for his brood, exclusive. I spent the night barfing my guts up outside my tent on my hands and knees, she told me. And then, Janelle and Christine were making breakfast and I was just trying to hurry and get ready for the day. But Mary perceived the scenario in the same way Christine did, and she attested to Kody's deep concern for his wife's beauty. Kody's always wanted the people around him to look good, Mary, 54, explained. When he and I initially started dating, he would take me out to buy dresses because he wanted me to appear nice. That being said, I never actually felt that way. At that point, Christine shared with the cameras how Kody put pressure on me to look good, or to make sure my hair was done, or to make sure my makeup was on, completing, no wonder I was constantly wondering and constantly insecure because, as much as I was comparing, he was also comparing all the time. Christine also claimed that Robyn was up on this pedestal and the rest of us were just lacking, noting that she, too, felt deficient in the relationship. As for Kody's take on it all, it didn't ever feel like I was not in the doghouse with somebody, he told the cameras. Christine, Janelle, and Mary all left Kody within 14 months, leaving Robyn as his lone wife. The current season of Sister Wives depicts how the Brown family copes with the death of their once happy polygamous brood. Christine Brown is acutely aware of how unbalanced her relationship with former Kody Brown was now that she is in a supportive marriage to David Woolley. Because of your encouragement, I feel stronger and more independent than I ever have. Christine, 53, revealed on the Sister Wives episode airing Sunday, April 20th, that there is no 50-50. David, who married Christine in October 2023, stated that you should never, ever keep score in a marriage, and that in their partnership, they both contribute 100%. However, David observed that in polygamy, they do keep score, and it's sad. Christine concurred, admitting it was exactly what she did when married to Kody, 56. Christine and Kody ended their spiritual marriage in November 2021 after more than 2 decades together. David, who married Christine in October 2023, stated that you should never, ever keep score in a marriage, and that in their partnership, they both contribute 100%. However, David observed that in polygamy, they do keep score, and it's sad. Christine concurred, admitting it was exactly what she did when married to Kody, 56. Christine and Kody ended their spiritual marriage in November 2021 after more than 2 decades together. I felt Robyn, Brown, had a nicer couch. Christine revealed during a confessional that she felt Robyn, Kody's 4th wife, had finer dishes and decorations, among other things. Christine recalls thinking, "Why am I always left with all these scraps? Scraps of time, scraps of stuff," Robyn said when she claimed to have received more from Kody. When a relationship is united, you don't tend to keep scores much because you've got a cloak of charity to put over this person that you love, Kody remarked in his confessional, perhaps justifying his behavior. Robyn, 46, also wondered why Christine kept a running tally with the other women. "If you're sitting there constantly using that scoreboard against each other, what are you, enemies?" Robyn asked. Christine proceeded to explain her perspective on plural marriage while driving with David to North Carolina to assist her sister-in-law Janelle Brown with her relocation. Janelle, 55, announced her split from Kody in December 2022. "There were various occasions during my marriage with Kody when he liked cosmetics. It was as if you had to always appear presentable. It was extremely important to him," Christine asserted. "We'd go camping and Janelle and I would be sitting there busting our butts getting breakfast made, cleaning up the mess, and honestly Robyn would be doing her makeup forever." Christine claimed that Kody would praise how they looked as she and Janelle were sweating and slaving over all of the tasks at the campsite. Janelle, for her part, didn't mind the cosmetic issue, admitting it was irritating, but she still wanted to have fun on the vacation. Robyn, Kody's lone remaining wife, had a different memory of the camping incident. "The one time we went camping, I was 6 months pregnant, and I got sick a lot," she said. "I spent the night barfing outside my tent on my hands and knees. And then, Janelle and Christine were making breakfast, and I was just hurrying to get ready for the day." Mary Brown, Kody's first wife before their breakup in January 2023, claimed that Kody always wanted people around him to look good. Mary, on the other hand, claimed that she was never under pressure from her ex-husband to look good or have her hair and cosmetics done. Christine, for her part, said that Kody's reported fixation with makeup made her feel even more self-conscious. "No wonder I was constantly wondering and constantly insecure because as much as I was comparing, he was also comparing all the time," according to her. Christine claimed, "Robyn was on this pedestal, and the rest of us were simply inadequate. I thought I was lacking in the connection." Kody commented on the idea of comparison, telling the cameras that with his first 3 marriages, they would hunker down and get along enough to survive. He stated, "It didn't ever feel like I wasn't in the doghouse with somebody," implying that this was not the case with Robyn. "I felt like when the family was together, there was definitely unfair fighting," Robyn claimed, saying the group would hit below the belt and resort to name-calling after jumping to conclusions. She stated, "That is a significant component of the family's breakdown. Was that there's just so little trust between them? Christine Brown has had enough. And now the world understands why." Christine suddenly acknowledged the raw, unedited reality that many had assumed for years. She felt like she was being thrown scraps, emotionally, spiritually, and romantically, while Robyn Brown had the complete feast. The woman Kody Brown previously claimed to love equally was discreetly pushed to the periphery, while Robyn rose to the center of his universe. And Christine? She was left to collect the bits. This isn't your typical reality show heartbreak. This is betrayal. A slow-burning emotional disintegration that took place in front of millions. Christine's silent fondness evolved into obvious disregard. It was unpleasant for the viewers to watch. For Robyn and Kody? Their unified front could be what split the entire family apart. Christine opens up in frightening new detail, her voice shaking, her eyes filled with years of pent-up pain, and fans finally hear what she has been holding back for far too long. She wasn't imagining anything. She wasn't overly theatrical. She was living a fiction about equal love while seeing Kody devote his entire life to Robyn. So, how long did this favoritism last? What scenes from previous seasons are more poignant now that Christine has revealed her secrets? And, most crucially, what comes next for the woman who has finally walked away from being treated as second best? This is the ultimate Sister Wives recap, raw, emotional, and shockingly honest. Let's break down the moments, quotes, drama, and truth bombs as Christine Brown finally emerges from the shadows to tell the world why she deserves more than scraps.